Recently discovered pastor and author Mike Lacona on YouTube. Doesn't have a channel of his own from what I can tell, but plenty of his content and talks have been posted on various channels. Covers a lot of material that I will probably, in my own way, regurgitate to a certain extent, but what has compelled me the most thus far is this. He talks about knowledge and facts getting you to a good place of probability, and how this relates to the Christian faith. For instance, you can research, you can pore over the gospel accounts, you can read scholarly opinion, you can analyze the facts and the evidence to a certain point. And then at the point that you have a good probability, you have a decision to make whether or not to commit, for instance, to being a Christian, or rejecting that idea altogether. The analogy he gives is probably why this resonated so well with me. I'm a recruiter, and it's my job to find people that qualify for open positions in my clients' offices. So when he talked about hiring someone on his staff, that kind of automatically got my attention. But his point was this: if he were to interview you, for instance, he'd look at your credentials, your degrees, your background. He might even do a criminal background search, a drug test. He might even have you do other types of skills testing to make sure you know certain computer programs. He'll check your references. He'll look at your resume, your work history, see how long you stay with other companies. He'll check your references. He'll call and see what they say about your work ethic, if he can get them to give them that kind of intimate detail. But he can gather all these facts about you, even interviewing you personally and hearing your own words describe what you can and cannot bring to the table. But unless or until he officially commits to you and offers you the job and brings you onto his staff, truly he will never be certain that you will work out. He won't be certain that you're the best choice. So his point in this is that personal experience, although it's very subjective, and rarely do we ever offer it as part of our apologetics, is where the certainty of your faith comes from. And unfortunately, as an amateur apologist on this forum, I can only take you so far. I can study all the facts that led me to that point of probability where I decided to personally commit, and then gain the certainty that I have. But I can't force you to do that. You have to get to that point of probability, which a lot of you probably argue that you're not even there yet, and you don't think you ever will be. But one of the things I have said time and time again in videos past is take God up on his offer to have a personal relationship with you. It wasn't until I did that I gained the certainty. So those of you begging for 100% proof, that smoking gun, that slam dunk, that's the only way to get it. And if that frustrates you, and if that means you're never going to try it, then I guess that's your decision.